Welcome back, everyone. Am I audible properly? Those who are joining online, ping me fast, guys. I hope my shared content is also visible to all of you. I so liking today. We were discussing about JWT, the same we yesterday we were getting a error in our application while we were trying to do login. It was giving us the token But when we were trying to log in to the secure link, it was showing a bit problem there. And the same we are going to solve today. So let's start now. So here it has been started. Now we'll go to Postman to just check how it is working. So at first we should generate one token. So we are going to slash login page. In that we are sending the username and the password, and these values are the values that we have kept in the coding. So we'll just click on send, and we got what? Forbidden. Oh, today it is also giving problem. JWT expired at. Okay, so it was something like yesterday that got expired. Okay, so just restart the app at first. And we'll just wait a minute. So now we are sending a login request so that it should allot us one token. And now we have got one token. This is the header, this is the payload, and this is the signature. So it has three parts. Generally 256 will be the length in that same way. So here this is the token that we are getting now. We'll try to log in, and when we are trying to do login, we have got this particular token. In our controller, we are having one particular endpoint, that is slash secure. Secure means we have kept it in such a way that it will show this string. This is a protected welcome message. We'll go to Postman, secure, and there are two ways of adding the authentication. Let's first send it. So we'll go to authorization, selecting the bearer token and making the send. So we were getting 403 forbidden. And here some illegal character space. Okay. So let me check it once. Tulsi, we are already giving the space with after bearer. So we are not providing it directly. Mm, It is telling that somewhere we are having one extra space. That is the problem. So this is correct. Okay, got it. So when we are doing the authorization, means we are trying to get the secure, and we are doing the authorization, and this is how we are doing authorization, I'll show you that at first we are typing bearer and then we are providing the bearer token by giving one space. But as postman is already selecting the bearer token only, right? Here it is already selecting the bearer token. So we don't need to type bearer here. We can check it without typing the bearer. That is the first thing that I am getting here. So without typing the bearer and without typing the space, now we'll try to make the send request, and again forbidden. Then we have some else error as well. So this time cannot. Okay, so this time our error got changed. It is telling something this dot user detail service is null. Means somewhere we are not creating the object properly. Auth controller, auto wired. That's correct. Correct only. Okay, got it. So here inside one auto wired, we are doing two things. User detail service. This is separate auto wired. We have to keep. So again, we'll save the file. And at first we will get another token. So here we got the token. We'll make the authorization request now. We'll do the send. And here we got 200. Okay, so there were actually two problems. First, we were not creating the object, means we were not writing auto wired. And second was we were typing bearer and I didn't saw it here that it is already bearers. So you can directly paste it, and now here we are getting that this is a protected welcome message. Now let's try to check these kind of things. At first they will be blocked directly inside browser. Both of the things will be blocked by browser. You cannot check them directly. It require a working front end. What does it require? It requires a working front end. Either you have to create a front end by React, Angular or Thymeleaf, or you should do it in Postman for testing. Swagger is also supported. Now these are the things that we are getting properly. Now what if I'm generating a new token? So here this is my token which is ending with LDE. I will generate one more token like this, and this time it is ending with KQU, something like that. What if I am trying to make the if I'm trying to use the secure with the previous token, what will happen? So when we are making the send request, it is giving the data to us, right? It is giving the data to us. Now it is not supposed to give us the data. So first thing that our token has a expiry time, and the expiry time is of 1 hour. So token will expire after 1 hour. Second thing, it is the same user, because here it is the same user which is logged in inside the postman. Now let's say for a moment we will go to our utils, and I will say that token will expire in this much time. Means current time is 7:30, right? My laptop is having a time of 7:30 p.m. and it plus 1000 millisecond means 7:31. So means this token is sorry, 1 second. It means that the token will expire very soon. So let's try to make the request now. So at first, we'll just go and generate one token. Now this is our new token. I'll just copy it and paste in the authorization section and try to get the send one. What we got? 403 forbidden. Because this time token is valid only for 1 second. You can only access the token for 1 second. Where it is used? Payment. Because that is the most vulnerable thing. Whenever you are trying to make, it runs a counter. For 2 minutes, you can make the payment, or else you have to do everything again. Why? Security. They will not allow you to do these kind of things. So here it is allow means token is valid only for 1 second. So here what I am doing, system time plus 1000 millisecond means 1 second. Let's make it a little bit simple. Multiply by 60 means how much time? 1 minute. This time token will be valid for 1 minute of the time it is got getting generated. So let's try to make, at first we will get one token here and we'll just copy paste it here, and we got 200. Okay. Now we'll just wait for 1 minute. Then after again we will try to check the URL if it is giving the data or not. So it is not supposed to give the data after a period of time. Currently giving, so 60 second it will be valid. We'll just check after some time. And we will just hit the API again, and we got 403 forbidden. And Spring will also tell this thing. Your backend will also tell this thing that JWT expired at this particular time. Current time it will show, and a difference of 13,251 millisecond. It means that your token expired 13 second ago and you are trying to, so it will not give you the resource. Completely end to end encrypted JWT. Got it? So that is how you can secure it. And by the way, as per like my experience and all, there are very less chances that you will work on JWT because most of the organizations are not using it because it becomes complex. If you have a very good product, then only you will use. And if your organization is so good, there will be multiple hierarchy of developers. So you will be a junior. So it will take at least 5 6 years for you to work on JWT. Exceptions are everywhere, right? So that is how you can do. And if you are required to do this, just copy paste the same code. Just change the URLs and all. It will work the same way. So that is how JWT works. After a certain period of time, it will not allow the like users to check the things. Okay. But I have written a script which can crack JWT also. I'll tell you how. And I have tested that for WhatsApp. I can I'll show you now. So how WhatsApp is like that. Let's say you are sending a WhatsApp message to your friend or to someone first time, right? What you are doing, you are sending a message for the very first time. So whenever you are sending the message for first time, it will show a small a text in a yellow color, kind of, you can say, there will be a box like this, very thin box, where it will show something like this in green color. The chats to this is encrypted, like that it will say. So technically they are not encrypted. So like that, wait, I'll try to show it to you. But for all those who are joining online, I can't show now as I have to open my WhatsApp here. So I can't risk it. But for offline, of course, we can show. Or else I'll show it to tomorrow. Don't worry. Tomorrow I will show it live here only, to off online also. So JWT can also be cracked because there is a rule. If you are writing a code to secure it, definitely there exists a code to break it. So nothing is properly secure. These are the security measures that you can take. So that is how JWT is working, and that is how token based stateless authentication is going on. Okay. Now, the last topic, or you can say the last core topic of Spring security and complete Spring. Tomorrow we are going to start microservices, and after microservices, some of the miscellaneous topics are there, like Docker is there, and Spring Boot testing a little bit. I'll tell you about testing, that how to test. There is one test annotation like that. I'll tell you. If there is a like very simple logic. Let's say I want to learn Spring Boot. So I have two options. At first, I have to gather all the resources. I have to check the syllabus. I have to check which company is using Spring and what are the things that are most common in Spring. I have to search everything on internet, and of course, it will waste a lot of time. Second option is you can take a course from any academy or the person who is teaching. They will have compiled all the things, right? And the class that are coming to you require a lot of background work, this building, this internet, lot of admins, right? Lot of things are required, but what you are getting, a complete bundle that you are just using as a service. Pay per use, you are just paying and you are using the service. Same way, now let's say I'm telling you that apply authentication in your app, right? Apply authentication in your app, and you are writing code for it. You are doing lot of login, sign up, this, that, like lot of things you are doing. What same thing has been done by Google also, right? Now the person who is coming to your app, 110% sure the person is going to have an email ID, and 90% is a Gmail account, means from Google only. So Google has already verified the user by its mobile number or by its another email address, like that. Then in that case, why you are requested to do again login, register to my app, this, that, and you can simply give continue with Google option. Now there are like multiple websites. Let's say if you are going to Canva, just a small designing tool website or any other website. Here when you are getting the login sign, you will get continue with Google. right? Somewhere you might have seen continue with Facebook, continue with GitHub. Whenever you are logging in Netlify and Vercel, they are allowing with GitHub because GitHub has already verified your email address. Means if you are trying to log in with Google or GitHub, already they have secured your data. Now, why do I need to do it again? So there is a way that you can actually make a user log into your app without even having this particular requirement of creating your own login system. You don't have to do that. Then how we are going to make it? So there is something called OAuth. OAuth. What is this? OAuth. This one. Open authorization. OAuth, which is currently like 2.0 is the, you can say, version of it, this one. So the website for that is auth0.com. What is the website? auth0.com. Like this. And if you want to like read it, you can read also that what this auth will do. OAuth 2.0, which stands for Open Authorization, is a standard designed to allow a website or application to access a resource hosted by other web apps. Means if I'm trying to log into Canva, I have to do continue with email, then I have to type my email, then my password. Arey, Google already has my email and password. So I'll simply click on this, continue with Google. Now, if Google is logged in into my laptop in or in this browser, it will directly log in. But as of now, I am opening this in the safe mode. Now, if I'm trying to press on this, it will open a this kind of page that at least first type your email address. But if I am already logged into Google, it will directly make me log in. Now, this is something that we should understand. So what this particular part is called? This is called OAuth or auth 0. Sometimes there's a confusion because the word is OAuth, open authorization, and the website will be auth 0. The website will be auth 0. So don't get confused in this particular part. You can easily make it. Okay. So let's try to understand this now. OAuth 2.0. So what it is? OAuth stands for open authorization. What is this? It stands for open authorization. It allows you developers to add the login or sign up facility by other social websites or application on behalf of users. For an example, login with Google is an example for it. Login with GitHub is an example for it. Login with Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, like that as there. But Facebook fake accounts can be there. So I don't prefer by allowing login from Facebook, because there are lots of angels are there on that, the fake name and fake IDs. So don't allow with Facebook. But at least Google is like somewhat verified, because it will have a mobile number in the backend. So if something problem is coming, then you can post the user's data, right? So that is just very simple that we are going to make it here. We can easily integrate the OAuth 2.0 in our application, or in our Spring Boot application. Okay, so we can like easily integrate it. There is not going to be any particular problem. So let's try to do it now. So at first, what we have to do is we have to register our application in Google Console. So I will integrate login with Google in our application. So for that, I have to register my app at first on Google. For that, you go to your browser wherever your Google is logged in. So here I am a login user of Google. So you just search here Google Cloud Console. What you have to do, Google Cloud Console, and go to this website Google Cloud Platform, where the address is console.cloud.google.com. Select here, and you can see I am a login user. At first you have to log into your account and just click yes, agree and continue. Now inside this you will be seeing that try Google Cloud with $300 in free credit, 90 days. Same like railway, there we were getting $5 30 days, here we are getting 90 days $300. Google has lot of money. So what you have to do is you have to create a new project. So here I am having other projects. I will create a new project here. So at first you have to write the project name, whatever the project name is. Let's say I will write Spring App or Spring Boot App. What I'm typing here, Spring Boot App. And here location, you can browse. Same I will select and just create it. So it will create your app in Google Cloud, right? Now, after that, you will get this option, select project. So select this project. Now it will open like this, where you can get APIs, Google Cloud Console, project information, resources, error reporting, like that, you will be getting these things. Can you see this APIs and services section? So go to this API and services, and then after go to credentials. So here I will click on credentials, and then after you will see that here you are getting zero auth, or sorry, OAuth 2.0 client IDs. So here you have to create a client ID. So what we have to do is we have to create a credential here. So this is one. I'll select on this particular, not allowing, wait. So what we have to do is we have to create a credential. Credential for OAuth client ID. So we'll click on this client ID, and whatever it is asking for us, I'll just provide it. A client ID, must configure your consent in screen. So configure the consent screen and just get started here. Now we will create our app name, that is Spring Boot app. Here you have to user support email. So I will write my email, click on next. Now you have to check audience, means who will use your app, internal or external. So as of now, keep it external, that some external people will use my app. Internal means a team of peoples will be created, means all the users will have same email address, nareshhari.com. No, we will allow it for all. Click on next. In contact information, I will provide my email address. Click on next, then after click on finish. Just create the app. And here now we will create the client. So create client. Application type is web application, and name of the client is, you can keep anything like something like spring underscore client. And if your website is taking some help from front end JavaScript, so you have to add the URLs here. But authorized redirect URLs means from where it will be taking the request. So here I will add the URI. So in case of our Spring Boot, our Spring runs on HTTP colon double forward slash localhost colon 8080. This is where our application runs. Inside that we will provide one login page slash login. In this slash login, you have to provide a login something like this: o auth 2 slash code slash google. Now keep this URL safe with you, because we are writing it for. So this is the URL from where you have to send the, means you have to write a controller at the rate of post mapping slash login slash this one, right? Like this you can write, or you can make it shorter also, doesn't matter. So here I have added slash login slash OAuth 2 slash code slash Google. So once you are done with this, just like this, click on create. Here it will provide you two things: client ID as well as client secret. You have to copy these things. So at first I will copy the client ID. This is the client ID. And second thing is client secret. We'll copy this, and client secret. So this is the client secret key. Okay. These are the three things now. Now we have to go to our Eclipse and create a Spring application for it. So we'll just go there, and that is Spring Boot OAuth. Like this we will provide Spring Boot OAuth, and rest package name is com, group id is com.auth, package is also com.auth. Click on next. Now whenever we are trying to add dependency, so Spring Web mandatory we need to add, Spring Security we need to add, and Lombok not needed. Dev tools you can add so that we are not refreshing. And then after time leaf, because we will not create a front end in React, here only we'll create it. And search here O auth. So here we got O auth to client. So you can just add this and that's it. O auth to client. So this is what we got here. Click on finish. So we got the project here that is Spring Boot O auth. And here only we are using theme leaf also. So simple, static and template like that we will get. At first we will go to application.properties because here we need to set some of the properties. So let's try to set them. Spring dot security. So we are going to add the security module like this. Spring dot security dot oauth 2 dot client registration. Here we have to provide the client registration dot let's generate. Okay, so here we are using Google dot client ID. What we are using here, we will do the registration. So whatever your client ID is, paste that client ID there. So this is my client ID. Whatever it is, you have to paste the same way. Now client ID is there. The same way we have to provide the secret key, that is spring dot security dot oauth 2 dot client. Now here registration and registration is going on Google dot client secret. What is the secret key of the client? So whatever is your secret key, paste copied from Google, copy and paste here. So we have provided the client ID as well as the client secret key. Now we have to write spring dot security dot oauth 2 dot client dot registration. Now here we have to provide the scope. Google dot scope. Scope means profile is one scope and email is second scope. Now let's understand what does it mean. Now here I am a login user of Google. If I am trying to log into Canva here and I will go to login and I will click on this. So you can see that it has started logging me in the background because I am already having a profile here. So it is asking me that which is the email ID that you want to use. So I can click on this email. So it is using my previous profile. What if you are not a logged in user here? So I'll go Canva here. Now when I'm trying to log in this with Google, here I don't have any login ID. So at first it is going to the Google's login page. So both profile and email are supported. Scope like this. Now one, two, three. Okay, these are the three mandatory things that you have to keep. Now let's try to develop our page. So as in this we have added the Spring Boot security starter. So it will be generating one password and all those things. So let's check it. We'll go and start the application, the Spring Boot app. So it is not generating any password. Why? Wait. I Security. Okay. Auth things we have provided. That's why it is not generating. Got it. Now what we have to do, we have to create a config package here. So we'll just create a new package that is config. Inside this, we will create our security config class. The same way we will create this class. So at first we will annotate this class with particular at the rate of configuration. Second is enable web security, right? Enable web security. Now what we will do is let's close the server. Now inside this particular class, same way, public security filter chain. We will create a method of return type as security filter chain. Now it will have a object of HTTP security. HTTP security HTTP. And it throws the exception, so you can keep throws exception. Now here same way you have to do HTTP dot authorize, or you can keep authorize HTTP request. So here it will try to authorize all the HTTP request that is coming towards it. To it we will provide one object as auth, creating the lambda here like this. Now here we will match the headers. So auth dot request matchers. Here if the request is coming from slash, or if request is coming from slash login. If the request is coming from slash or slash login, in that case permit all, because all the people can try to do login. Dot any request dot authenticated. Here we will try to authenticate all the request in that particular sense. Here only now I will add the properties related to OAuth. For that we are going to do the same thing. OAuth to it's not client, it should be login. So this one OAuth to login. Now either, so here it will have OAuth 2 object which will be having a lambda like this. OAuth 2 is going to OAuth 2. Now inside this we will try to do the login page, which is the login page. So our login page is slash login. We will create a page for slash login dot default success URL, where I will provide slash home comma true like this. What I will provide slash home comma true. So like this, what I'm saying, and you can return from here, that is http dot build method. So what I did, nothing. Slash login, everyone is allowed for that. If auth to login is going on, is an inbuilt method. So this is the login page that you will show slash login. And success, if you are getting logged in successfully, then you will go to slash home. So we have to create these pages, but as you have created slash login and all, so we should create their controllers now. So we'll go to auth, creating the package dot controller, and to this we will create a class. You can create the class by any way, home controller, auth controller. Class name doesn't matter here. Keeping it at the rate of rest controller. Inside this I will create a method that is public string index method. What I will do, public string index, which will take the mapping of get mapping of only slash. Means if you are directly checking the, let's say there is a home page. Index means home page, by the way. So you will return index.html for all of the users. What we will show, by the way, it's not mandatory to create. So in our static folder, if we are having this index.html file, index.html, so here if h1 tag is there like this, that it is the home page, so like that. But for a added configuration, you can add this controller to it also. This is the, now we will have a login page. So public string login, which will take the mapping. So that is get mapping of slash login. If you are trying to do login, it will return you the login page. Now, as we are using time leaf, so already it will go to the login page because time leaf will find it inside the template. Now we will find something as home page slash home, and home page is the protected page, means you cannot log into directly. So we will have the mapping of slash home page and public string home, public string home. Now in this, as we need to have model attribute, model we will create, we can import model, and let's try to return one slash home from here because that is our page that we are going to, not slash home, only home. So this is what we will return. But before returning it, you have to do the calculation that if you are logged in here or not. Here we are logged in or not. So it will take the object of model and OAuth 2 application, OAuth 2 authentication token. So internally, it will be working on OAuth 2 authentication token and one as model. So like that, it will work. Now what we need to do? Nothing. We just create a user for that OAuth 2 user. User equals to, we will create a user from where token dot get principal, token dot get principal. Who will send this token? This class, where you will, it will send to slash home, right? So it will send that token, and here we will take the user from that particular part. Now we will say model dot add attribute. We will add one attribute. What attribute we will add? We will add the name attribute. Model dot add attribute, and we will add the name of the user. So simple like this I am doing, model dot add attribute. But from where this name will come? This name will come from user dot get attribute of name. What is the user's name? Model dot add attribute. This time I will also send the email address of the user. From where the email address will come? User dot get attribute email attribute. So like this, and then after we are returning home page. These are two optional part. If you want, you can remove them. Now we'll just create our front end page. So here we have created the index.html. As now we have written a controller for our slash also, means it's a template. So what I will do, I will keep this index.html in templates folder only. So I will delete it from here. Go to templates and here only we will create this file, that is index.html. Now you can write the very basic configurations, that is HTML tag, then after the head tag, inside head title is Spring Boot OAuth 2. Then you will create a body tag, inside this creating a center tag. In center we will display one heading, that OAuth 2.0 based application. So like this we will create. Now what we will provide in this particular page, that you can do login. You can do login. So in the center only, I'll try to provide a anchor tag. What I will do, I'll provide a anchor tag where I will say log in, where I will say login, and this login will take me to the slash login page. Where it will take me? It will take me to slash login. So whenever you are clicking on this, it will call this slash login controller like this. Now, as this controller is returning login, so we should also have this login page. So we'll create a file for it, login.html. Now, whenever you're coming to this login page, inside this also, almost same thing I will provide. So I'll just copy paste them. Here, H1 will show login page. And in this login page, we are not just going to show a lot of things. We will just change this anchor tag. So here I will say login with Google. And it's href, I will write href. Now what is going to be its href? The same that you have kept to Google, this one, slash auth2 slash code slash Google. So copy this and paste there like this, that it will call slash OAuth2 slash code. Uh, okay, that is when. So here we will create a custom for it. What we will do, we will create a custom href, that is OAuth2 slash authorization slash Google. So we are going to create like this. So once this href is created, and that's it. Now we will create one home page also, that is file home.html, which is also going to have the same things like this, and it is just going to have home home page like this, and we are sending two things from the front end, email and name of the user. In this particular controller where we are adding the attribute, so we are adding the name attribute and the email attribute. So here you can display them in h2 th colon text equals to, remember or forgot? Yes, remember or forgot th colon text and all. So here we are providing th colon text equals to dollar curly braces name. So here you will get the name of the user, and in second h2 you will get the email of the user. So like this we are trying to say. So that's it. Got it? and okay, now we are going to start our application. Here all the pages are like very same and easy pages. So here application is started. Now we will go to our browser, and if I am hitting localhost 8080 directly without any page, so where it is opening, so directly it is asking that if you want to log in, you have to select your account, which account you need to select. But it is opening directly, right? It should not do that. So let's make a change here. So I will say that I am trying to check the home page like this. Sign in. Do sign in, boss. You have to, you can't check it. What if I'm trying to go to the login page? So we'll go back and just hit the login URL. Log in. So what we got? In the login page, we got login with OAuth 2.0 and Google. But our login page is looking like this, right? Login page like this, login with Google. And it is saying login with OAuth 2.0 and you can click on Google. So if I click on Google, it is asking that to which email ID you want to do login. I'll click on my email address, sign into Spring Boot app. That is the app name that we have kept. So yes, I want to sign into app, and we are coming on the home page, but it's not working fine because we should get the home page. There might be some problem here. Here. Okay, we'll restart the app. Home. Okay, it was only returning the login page. Got it. And that's it. Okay, so let's restart the app. Applying OAuth is very simple. Like, and in the controller, here we will just write a message. Sysout login controller is called. And here we will write home controller is called. And here also sys out or index controller is called. Save it. So here Spring application is starting. We'll go back here. Okay, let's this time we'll open it in Chrome because already we have kept it there. At first localhost 8080 slash means home page directly, and it is taking us to login page and nothing is hitting here. Localhost home page we will try to check, and if we are directly trying to check home page, select the email address and continue. We got the home page, and here home controller is called. Means in all of this slash home is getting called and it is returning home. It is taking home as a everything is working fine. I'm wondering that why we are not getting our page. We should get this page home.html. So we'll just make a little bit change here in the controller. Here we will change the return type from home string to model and view. Remember that we also have model and view. So we will just create its object. Model and view mv equals to how to create it like this, and here no need of this. We have to do mv dot add attribute, mv dot add attribute, and not directly we can add now because we do have to cast them. So let's remove this. We'll just add object, and in object we are just sending the name of the user by taking the name from the token user. So user dot get attribute, and attribute is name. So we are just get attribute of name. So same thing we are just trying to do with model and view because we have multiple things to do with this. Now we should get our particular one page. We will get error, but because email is not coming. So again, we'll try to hit the same thing. Okay, now we are getting that home page. Welcome Shivam Thakur. Why I'm getting welcome Shivam Thakur? Because I have logged in with my email address and my email has the name Shivam Thakur. So direct string was not supported there. So you can convert it to model and view. Now if I do login here and check the home page here also, might both the email IDs are different, but the name is same. Now we'll just test it with another email ID. So anyone wants to give email ID? Shrikar, you want to give your email address? Huh? I'll read everything then. Everything means everything. Search history, chat history. Yes, last. Tell me your email ID, please. Ah. So now what I'm doing, listen. I have opened my local host inside my safe mode, where obviously I'm not a login user. And I'm trying to check the home page of this. Now it is asking me to put my email address. Yes, you can tell it. I'll type. Or come here. It's like very big. It's okay. Should I send it again? You got? Wait, I will resend it. Check it again. Hmm. So now we'll just sign into Spring Boot app, click on continue. And now this is the name that we are getting. Already fetching it from Gmail address, whatever name you have kept in Gmail. Like this. So simple. This is how you can add the particular controllers for this. And that's it. One back. Now, if you want, you can store these values in database also to take the data. But here you don't have access to the user's password. I can, if let's say this is the user, Sabri has been logged into my app. I can only store the name and email of the user. I cannot check the email password of him. This is the benefit of logging somewhere with Google. If you are getting an option to log in somewhere with Google, I'll highly recommend it. Because at that time, the third party will not get that thing. Now, let's check our Gmail if we are getting any mail regarding that. I'll just check it once. So because we are not doing any malicious activity, so we are not getting any. But if you are doing, then it is a highly expected that you can get. Okay. So that is how OAuth 2. Same way, like I'm not telling it with Facebook because hardly anyone will have a Facebook account. Google is like requested one, so we are just doing like this. That is how you apply these things using Google. So yesterday we took a long bit to start the class. How many of you didn't got food yesterday? Somebody like requested, please end the class early. We will not get food in hostel. Uh, so how many of you slept hungry yesterday? Food is important than spring, of course. It gives us energy. So no problem. Today we'll off the class early. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll start our microservices. Then after some of the like you can say advanced topic of spring, like spring, like not spring, Docker is there to create images, containers and all. Like we'll discuss that. So finally, this is a full stop to spring. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 4 days in this week and 6 days in next week. Depend how many we want to use. And let's see how many days microservices will take. 5, 4 to 5 days are like good one. Microservices, I will tell you the now only, and you will understand what is microservices in one line. First of all, microservices is not a framework. It's not nothing. It is a architecture. What it is? It is a architecture. Now, what does it mean by architecture? I will ask you which programming language is used to create Amazon? Multiple? I cannot say only Java. It is using little bit of Python also. Which programming, or let's check it here only. So what I will do, I will check the tech stack of Netflix, that what is used by Netflix. So we'll just go there on Netflix, and these are the like officials one. So Netflix is built by using Python. Different node means JavaScript. Front end is in React, Java, MySQL, and so sorry, Oracle is not there. Postgres SQL, Amazon S3, EC2, Flask, Amazon DynamoDB, Cassandra. Cassandra is the same database that I'm telling you. And it's like the best thing. It's like so interesting to work on Cassandra. You know what is the actual Cassandra? What is Cassandra in real terms? It's the name of a cartoon princess, Cassandra, Hadoop, and finally Oracle, and like this. So here it is using like top three programming language: Python, JavaScript, and Java. Same Netflix, but how? That is microservices. That is microservices. Now your application is built as a whole. This is your application internally that is using Python for some task, for some task Java, for some task it is also using JavaScript. Now all of them are working on a feature, new feature. Python is easy to write, easy to learn. So what Python developers did, they have completed their task very quickly. And Java is taking a little bit of time. But deployment will be done in one time only. You cannot deploy the project half, right? You cannot deploy, okay, let's deploy the half project. This is my Eclipse project. I want, okay, currently I am working on a home controller. Till then you can start the app for index.html. It's not possible. Now, until Java pupils have completed their development, the company has to wait for the deployment. You cannot deploy directly. So this is called monolithic architecture. Monolithic architecture. The application is built and deployed as a one application. If you want to make some change, you have to change the other things. But what we did in microservices, that this application will be converted into three different application, and these three application are even deployed on three different clouds. One cloud is for Python, and another cloud is for Java, and in the same way another cloud for JavaScript. Now if Python people have done some change in the code, you deploy your feature. If Java has done first, you deploy. If JavaScript has done, you deploy, right? You also deploy the things. What is the requirement? Now, okay, we are offing the class. We'll discuss it tomorrow. That what is scaling and all that we'll discuss. So that is only called microservices architecture, which is the solution for monolithic architecture. Okay. And I'll tell you one thing. Whenever you are working in organization, first of all, there is no fixed time for lunch and dinners, right? Really, I'm talking about. I have been into office from morning 9 to next day 12 in the noon without having my single meal. It is completely true. Not only me, entire team, because that was a very big production failure. And all the tech team, all front end, back end data, everyone was sitting in the office fixing that. So, what I'm not saying that don't eat food, but just don't prioritize food only over everything, because you have to be very strong. At that time, you will cry then there. And it's not good. Fine, guys, we'll connect again tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your day. Have dinner on time.